Welcome to another edition of Talking Models. Today we're going to take a look at this beautiful kit from Pestilence Labs, War of the Gargantuas. You may remember this film. These two mighty Gargantuas in battle, facing off, flying in the air, smashing, picking up trees, hitting each other with them. What a battle. If you haven't seen that film, do yourself a favor and pick it up today. So we're going to look a little bit at this kit today, what I did to bring it to life, the paints I used, and it is available. Contact Mark Warthling over at Pestilence Labs. I will have his contact information, and he'll get one of these beautiful kits out to you. Very affordable, 1A scale, less shelf space, and just a little sight to behold. Let's take a look at it. You see you have the two Gargantuas in epic battle. You see the green Gargantua ready to pounce on the orange Gargantua. A lot of detail in the faces. Randy Lambert did a great job at sculpting this thing. Just beautiful, beautiful. And there's a base you get with it with a lot of little rocks, a little stream of water. There's pieces of rocks all over the base, a little bit of a mountain here. You do get this clear acrylic rod with the kit, which will also hold up the Gargantua for the battle. You can see all the detail. You get the nameplate, a simple nameplate that says War of the Gargantuas. And once you put this together, you will have a beautiful kit capturing one of the epic scenes from the film when they're in the battle. So let's talk about what I did. I started out with priming it with some Rust-Oleum gray primer, and then I came in and I shot some of the Stylorez from Badger. Shot the whole thing in that to give it more black
Motion
depth.
detected at the back door.
So with that, thank you, Alexa. So with that, I had all my deep shadowing complete. So then what I did is I like to come in with this acrylic paint, this black, and I just once again brush that over the base to give it even a deeper depth, if you will. And we're going to start with the base. This is the stuff you want to get from Stylorez. This is some really good stuff from Badger. That's what I use to spray through it. I use a Vega Badger airbrush to spray it through. It's like a medium tip. Stuff just flows right through. Okay, for the base, we're going to bring out some colors here. This is what I started with. We used a variety of different colors. We used some Badger Freak Flex. We used some Gargantuas colors. And we used some Delta Cream coats. So first thing I did over the black was I did a light coating of the Cursed Earth. Just want to make sure you cover the whole base. Kind of give your basic tones, if you will. Start with that Cursed Earth. I thought, hey, why not Earth? Then what I did is I came in and shot it with some mummified brown from the Badger Freak Flex also. I just shot that over it, leaving a hint of the Cursed Earth. And then what I like to do when I get that part is I like to spray in some transparents. So here we go. Transparent raw umber from Gargantuas Colors. I sprayed that over the whole base, just punching in some of the shadows in the rocks along the little mountain. You know, just kind of shoot here and there. Then was transparent dark brown. And what I like to do with that is start hitting some of the deep shadows in the foundation and also the rocks. And then what I did is I came in, I know I have it here because I used it somewhere else here. This transparent rich brown, great color. I just shot that over the whole base. Just kind of hit it everywhere I could. Just to kind of give it some browns and reds. And then it's just a process of coming in with your original colors, hitting here and there, and getting exactly what you want. Now, then I use this dark brown and this burnt sienna from Delta Cream Coat, and I just did some dry brushing, a little bit heavier here, all the different raised rocks, hit it real heavy with the burnt sienna on this little log on the back, just dry brush away. It's a dry brushing dream. Now, for the grass areas that are around the base, I just different accents of Gargantuas Colors light green, and I just kind of hit all those areas that anywhere there was like gravel, grass areas around the stump, along the bottom of the mountains, all around the front here. On the sides you'll see actual grass sculpted in by Randy, and just kind of went back and forth with that till I was happy with what I had. For the rocks that are sporadically over the base, I used the Badger Freak Flex Dead Guy's Gray, and I just put it in my airbrush, and I just shot lightly over each rocks. Gives you a nice contrast with the browns and the dark browns and the rich brown, all that stuff. It just kind of looks nice. Then there's a little area here along the bottom of the base that I looked at as like running water. Brought out the Asphyxia Blue, and I just airbrushed that through the airbrush lightly in the areas that I deemed water, and that was really all I did. Then I come in, of course, with some transparent black, misted the whole thing down, tie it together, quiet things down, and the base was done. Now, for the nameplate, I painted it 2 different colors to get the lettering. For the lettering itself, I used the Sunburn Red, and simply hand brush that on. Take your time, just one letter at a time. Boom, it's done. Then for the ring around it, I used this Ripper Red, and I just simply painted the line that you see around War of the Gargantuas. The outside of the sign and the back of the sign, I used Body Bake Black from Freak Flex Paint, and just hand brush that in. Base is done. Now first up, we're going to start with the brown Gargantua. And I'll bring out the colors that I use for this so you can get an idea. 4 colors. Over the black, I airbrushed this Autopsy Orange as my base coat. Shot the whole thing with that. And then what I like to do is kind of quiet it down with the transparent black, and then the fun begins. So what I did is I came in with this transparent rich brown and just kind of shot the area, some of the folds, just to kind of give a orangey brown tint to the skin. Shot that whole area with that. Once I was happy with that, I came in with this transparent burnt orange from Comart, and I just sprayed that over the whole Gargantua, and I just loved what it did. It just gave it an orangey tint over the browns and the orange I already had there. And then on the hair, I came back in with my Autopsy Orange and just dry brushed some of the areas. A little heavier on the fur. He has different fur areas on him by the feet, along the breast area, along his face. Just kind of the hair, just kind of dry brush it with that. Then what I did is I came back in with the transparent rich brown, kind of mixed it back and forth, just a process back and forth. And then, of course, all his fur area was done. Now for his face. I used the Gargantuas Colors Cocoa Brown. And what I did is I just airbrushed that on all the skin areas, the hands, the feet, the face. And then just kind of come in with some transparent rich brown. Just lightly highlighted some of the areas. Deepen the shadowing, if you will. Then I came in with some pastels of black. Just kind of punched in some of the accents on his hand, his fingernails, toenails, just kind of working that process back and forth. Then hitting the highlights of all the folds a little bit closer with the airbrush, with the cocoa brown, and then some work with some black pastels. Again, back in. Then I shot in his eye area with transparent black, and just that was a process of back and forth with the rich brown, the cocoa brown, and then of course with the transparent black until I got the folds and the shadows that I was looking for. Now for his eyes, what I basically did with that is I used the cocoa brown, and I drew in the black first with the Body Bake Black. The cocoa brown I decided was going to be the eye color, and then for the pupil, right here with some glasses on, real fine brush, and you just go right in and get that dot. Did I do it on the first time? No. Second time? No. Did I get it the third time? No. Fourth time? Kinda. Get my picture. It took some time. Get that pupil in there, and then I called the eyes done. Orange Gargantua is done. On to Mr. Green Machine. For him, Let's see here. I got a few different colors, as you see. He was base coated over the black with the light green from Gargantuas Colors. Once I had that in, just shot the white area. Leave some of the black, just peeking through, if you will. Transparent medium ground from Gargantuas Colors was used to deepen some of the shadowing and kind of quiet that green down a little bit and darken it a little bit. If you get what I'm saying, I didn't want it bright, but I didn't want it dull. So that transparent medium green just kind of tied it together. Then over that, I pulled out some dark olive from Gargantuas Colors and just kind of hit some of the highlights, just above the shoulders, on the arms, the legs, the thighs, just a little bit everywhere that I could get something I was looking for to get that contrast, if you will. Then I came in with some Frankenflesh from the Freakflex line. Dry brush the fur all around on his chest, down here in his groin area, the hair. Then what I did after I did that, I also hit his feet and his hands with that Frankenflesh, just to kind of give it a difference from the fur to the hands and to the feet. Quieted it down with some black transparent and just went back and forth. Hit the nails, hit the fingernails with that black. And then what I did is I came in with this folk art bright green. And then I just started dry brushing the hair, his face. I accented his face a little harder with it. And don't worry about going too hard. You can come back in with transparent black or different things to calm it down and lighten it up. So if you get too heavy, sometimes you can just wipe it off, wet your finger and some of it will come off. But generally, if you start using transparency, it'll bring things down. So once I had that done, it was just processes again, back and forth with transparent black, the bright green, the transparent green, the Frankenflesh, and just kind of getting it all to where you see right here. And then it was simply the eyes. Bleach bone tan was used for the eyes, the eye color, if you will, and that was on both of them. And then what I did is drew in the black for him. Then I was trying to figure out what color to use, so I ended up using this Reptilius green from Freakflex and drew in his eye. Leave a tiny hint of the black. These are very small eyes. Pack your patience and just take your time. And then came in again like I did for the orange Gargantuas, real steady, 3, 4, 5 tries, got to center, called it done. Now for both of their mouths, inside I used this pink eye burgundy from Freakflex. Just simply hand painted it in. Just I got what I was looking for. Now for their teeth, I used bleach bone tan from the Freakflex line and just gently hand painted in all their teeth. The lips were strictly used a red pastel and just built up my colors on their lips until I was happy with it. And guys, that's the War of the Gargantuas. A beautiful 1/8 scale, available now from Pestilence Labs. Mark Warthling is a great guy. Get a hold of him. He will get one of these packed up and shipped out to you. Great job, Mark. Great job, Randy. So that's it for War of the Gargantuas. I want to thank you for stopping in today to Talking Models to check this video out. I thank you for all of you that have supported me and got me over the 200 mark. I think I'm at 208 or 209. Way to go, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we got to climb to 300. Jump on board. Get this channel out. Let people know about it. I greatly appreciate it. And a little shout out from my man here, Neil Pert. Recently passed away from brain cancer. His influence on me as a drummer cannot be explained here on this video. The band Rush is one of my favorite bands. I was saddened to hear of his death and the hole that he left in the music industry and the hole he left in the hearts of drummers. Miss you, Neil. May you rest in peace. So again, I appreciate your support of this channel, and I look forward to more videos coming. And a little bit of shout out. I'm shooting this the day before my surgery, and I appreciate prayers, thoughts, and encouragement. So thanks again for stopping in, and as always, may the Lord bless your day.